Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Woo, you made it. It's really not that serious, but welcome back. What I'm going to do today is the other half of what I did last week, and last week I did my top drugstore items in my collection. Now I want to kind of do the reverse of that and do my high-end favorites that are in my collection. These are by no means all of the high-end that I have. Some of them high-end wise, even drugstore wise, I'm just like, I like you, but not as good as these products. Now, as most of you know, I am by no means even close to as wealthy as most of the YouTubers in the beauty community. I kind of lack when it comes to funds. So these products are something that was someone on a really tight budget, kind of poor. You know, this is what someone in that category would pick and favorite out of high-end makeup. This is stuff that I saved for. Some things that were gifted to me. This is for favorites of mine for oily skin. And these are things that even if you are as poor as I am, I would recommend that you save up and get or grab when you can or ask for as presents. These are my high-end favorites. So there are a ton. I'm not going to review them, so to speak. I'm just going to tell you out of each category what are my favorites. Otherwise, we'll be here for 3 hours, and this is already going to be long enough. So let's just get into it. And I want to say that I do notice that my camera for some reason is autofocusing when it's on live, and I'm so sorry about that if I'm going in and out of focusing. It's really, really annoying. I'm trying to save up for a new camera. Like I said, broke, so I'm trying really hard. It's not going to happen for a while because the camera that I want is like 500 plus, so that's something that is going to take me forever. I just want to apologize. I don't know what's up with it. I think I dropped it the other day, and I think that I might have broke it. Okay, so let's get the bigger things out of the way, and that is palettes. And my absolute recommendation for high-end palettes, first and foremost, especially for people on a budget, is Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. I collect them. I love them. I am missing a few of them, but the ones that really speak to me I grab, because these ones here, the littler ones, are always like $29 I believe, and that is so affordable, and you get so much product, and it's just really great. And then of course this one that is the self-made, and this one was $35, but you get 2 more eyeshadows. They're always affordable, you know, still expensive, but affordable for us less funded people. My next favorites is from Tarte, and that would be the Tartlette palette, and then the Rainforest After Dark. Now, they make multiple versions of both of these. We know that the Tartlette just came out, the second one, and that's the In Bloom, and you bet your sweet ass I want that palette. But when it comes to the round palettes, I really only like the After Dark, Rainforest After Dark palette. I went back and forth between this, but get it. These two here are amazing, and they're really good quality. This is all matte. This is just a beautiful, beautiful palette. So both of these I would highly recommend. And then of course, this is not a known brand, but they are high-end. They're more expensive than most high-end, and that is Camp Cosmetics. You guys, I can't tell you enough. Like, especially their blushes, but their eyeshadows are better than MAC. You know, they're better than pretty much any high-end shadow I've ever used. So I would highly recommend their stuff. Their stuff is amazing. They come in little Z palettes. Their blushes are my favorite. It's just, they're really, really expensive. I'm not gonna lie. They're expensive, but completely worth it. So if you really want to go luxury, grab some Camp Cosmetics. And then there is Too Faced, and these are my last high-end favorites, and that is the chocolate bar palettes. I only had the Too Faced Bonbon, and then the first chocolate bar. The second one just seemed a little bit too close to the first one. It only had a blueberry shade in the second one, which was kind of made it different. I still want it. It's just a collector's thing, not a need thing, but these smell like chocolate. Their quality is amazing. The formulas are amazing, and I would highly recommend these. Moving on to foundations, I only have a couple, because when it comes to high-end foundations, lately a lot of them are infusing them with coconut oil or something that I'm allergic to, and they're expensive as hell, so I rarely ever buy high-end foundations. But I would highly recommend Clinique. This is their Stay Matte, which is my absolute favorite, and this is a new one that I have kind of been liking. More for concealer, but it's also a foundation, and people do use it like that. But Clinique is surprisingly amazing when it comes to foundations, and they're more on the cheaper side for high-end foundations too. They kind of range in the higher 20s rather than the higher 30s or lesser $40 range. So this is a really good choice, and you guys don't pass them up. And my next choice is Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder is another brand. They're like the brands that are in the Bon-Ton, in the mall, that you think are grandma-y and you pass up. Don't. They know what they're doing, and they've been at those stands for years for a reason. And they are somewhat cheaper than the high-end ones that are at Sephora or Ulta. So it's always a good choice. For setting sprays, I only have one high-end that I actually like and use, and it's pretty much because it's the only high-end that I've actually tried, and that is the Urban Decay. This is their all-nighter makeup spray. Great for oily skin. I love this. I've had this little tiny travel one for over a year, and I still have some in it. You don't need a lot of it. I think this was like 10 or 15 bucks, and it's perfect. It does the job. Now, when it comes to powders, I love, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I love this one. And this is the Bare Minerals. I don't want to blind you too much, but this is their Ready Illuminating Touch-Up Veil in Translucent. It does have kind of like some serious glitter in it, but you don't see that. It doesn't transfer to your face. I love this as an under eye setting powder. It's just amazing. And then there is the It Cosmetics, and this is by Jamie Kern, and this is their Bye Bye Pores Finishing HD powder. This is a recent love, but this is bomb. And then lastly, there is the Matte FX. This is from Cover FX. This works so amazingly. You can get it for super cheap. I think it's like $7 on Amazon or $8 on All Cosmetic Wholesale. But this is amazing powder. I love it. It keeps you so matte. Love it. Now with mascaras, I do have quite a bit. The first one is the It Cosmetics, and this is, what are you, Hello Lashes 5-in-1 Clinical Proven Mascara. It's not the best. I mean, I don't know if I would say run out and grab it. Like, you must have this, but it is really freaking good. Like, if you can get it on sale, I would get it. And then there is Benefit. Benefit, I really like their mascaras for some reason. Their Real Mascara is amazing. And then recently the Roller Lash. This is really, really good, but you have to know how to use this. I see a lot of people saying that they don't like it, and I've seen videos of them applying it, and they're not doing it right. With their Real, with Benefit, they do things like detailed. Like, you have to do it a certain way, use the wand a certain way. If you do that, then it just blows your mind. And then there is Mally, and this is their Volumizing Mascara. I can only talk for this one. I've never tried any of their other ones, but I really like this. It gets your eyelashes so dark. It's seriously like a voluminous mascara that does what it says it's going to do. And then there is the It's So Big by Elizabeth Mott. I only have a deluxe size sample, but when this is done, I'm so getting the full size. I mean, that was a shocking mascara. And then there is Bobbi Brown, and this is the Smoky Eye Mascara. I probably will never be able to afford the full size of this, but if you guys can, grab it. This is the perfect mascara. Alright, let's talk highlighters, because highlighters are something that I don't care about the price. I will go right in and grab whatever. I love highlighters. The first one is Laura Gellar. This is Gilded Honey. This is something that I haven't been able to keep my hands off from this. I love it. I gravitate for it all the time. I have lighter skin and I still love this. It's beautiful. And then there is their Laura Gellar too, and this is the Balance and Highlight in Fair. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is for if you want a light highlight that isn't going to be like bam in your face, but if you are in the sun, people are definitely going to see. I love this so much. So much. And then there is Ofra Cosmetics, and this is their Blush Strips Illuminating. And this I just recently got, but this is like bam in your face, gonna cut you in half kind of stuff. Like, this is crazy, and it is a little bit more expensive than high-end highlighters. So this is like another like the Camp Cosmetics. It's a little bit overpriced because they're not as heard of, you know, but this is amazing. Amazing. I'm serious. It's amazing. And then of course there is Becca Cosmetics. This one is an opal, and I have no problem loving this. I want to get Moonstone. I want to get the Becca Champagne Pop. I want to get them all of them. They're just all amazing. Becca is known for her highlighters, and there's a reason. Get Becca. Get it. Get it. And then ones that are like together with other kind of products, you know, all together, I guess. And this is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Strips. This is so overpriced, but oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I absolutely love this so much. Super expensive, but totally worth it if you can get the money. And then there's the Too Faced Sweetheart boxes, and these are considered blushes. I use them more as a highlighter, to be honest, because the blush, I don't really like shimmery blushes. I'm a matte blush girl, so I usually only use this color up here, but this color as a highlighter is so amazing. So these are a little bit expensive. I think they're like $35, but if you get them on sale, completely worth it. All right, let's talk blushes because those are what's mostly taking over my vanity. I am a blushing whore, I'm telling you. First, MAC. You cannot go wrong with MAC blushes. I absolutely love MAC blushes, the regulars and like the kind of limited edition. And then the most high-end blushes that I own is from Laura Geller. I absolutely love Laura Geller blushes. I love Laura Geller. I just do. Her products are just amazing and worth the price. I love them. I have all sorts of different kinds, baked ones. I mean, I think all of hers are baked, actually. I think all of her products are baked. I'm not positive about that, but they look beautiful. The formula is beautiful. I just love it all. Laura Geller is where it's at. And then there is Cargo blushes. This is their waterproof, though. The water-resistant blushes are amazing. I absolutely love these. And then lastly, Tarte blushes. Tarte blushes are across the board amazing. They have tons of different shades. They are so expensive though. That's why I'm only holding up one. Now for single eyeshadows and cream shadows, I'm going to put them together. I have Tarte cream shadow. Amazing, you guys. You guys know how I feel about that one. And then there's Jouer. Jouer's cream eyeshadows are on a whole different level. They are so overpriced. There is so much going on outside. But they are so overpriced, but they are amazing. And then for single shadows, I love Becca. They're little alien ships, like little alien ships. I love Becca, and then there's MAC. You can't go wrong with Becca or MAC's single eyeshadows. They're amazing. Oh, and I cannot forget Bobbi Brown. I have a couple of Bobbi Brown single eyeshadows. Really expensive, but they are surprisingly so silky and easy to work with. So if you guys can afford them, definitely try to get a couple of the Bobbi Brown single shadows. They're really good. Now for brow products, I mean, it's probably not surprising, but I go with Anastasia Beverly Hills. My favorites are the pomade. The pomade is really, really good. And then there is, what are you? The Brow Wiz, I believe. Or I have the Perfect Brow Pencil. I don't believe it's the Brow Wiz, but I love this just as much as the pomade. If I'm having trouble with the pomade, that pencil is what I go for. And then there is the Clear Brow Gel, which is on a whole nother level. And I mean, these are expensive products, but they're also products that last a long time. And then lastly, there is Benefit Gimme Brow. This is a crazy, crazy expensive. This little size right here is $24. That's what I'm being told. I'll never repurchase this. I got it for free, and that was the only reason why I have it. It's amazing. So if you have the money to get it, go for it. You won't be pissed you spent that kind of money, but I'm never spending over $20 on this little ass thing. Never. Now concealers, I've had trouble with high-end concealers. A lot of them are hyped up and they're crap to me, but there are some that I do like and that I don't think are too hyped up. And the first one is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. Really, really good, and they do have little half sizes now on Sephora. And then there is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin. This is newly hyped up and it's so good. I love it. I've seen a few people not like it, but I love it. And then there is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. A lot of people don't like this because it's super thick and kind of hard to work with, but if you have some serious bags under your eyes, this is what you want to get. And then lastly, there is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is a forever love. It comes in a glass kind of container. I love it. I don't like the pump on it. I wish it kind of had like a doe foot or a brush kind of applicator, but you can't get everything you want. This would be like getting my cake and eating it too if it had the kind of wand I wanted. Okay, now let's do face products. Primers, like eyeshadow primer is always the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I absolutely love this. I do want to try to branch out and get different kinds of these, but the full sizes are super expensive and I don't want a full size. These little things right here, they're like $10. They last me like a year, literally. Like they last me a very, very long time. So I don't want to get the full sizes, but I do want to get a couple different kinds. And then for face primers, Becca. I mean, you guys will probably see a kind of continuous thing here with what I like and what brands I really gravitate for to spend my money on, and that's Becca. The first one here is the Evermatte Poreless Primer. This shit is bomb. And then there is the Resurfacing Primer, which I use more on a daily. This is more kind of like a holiday one where I want the perfect face. And then lastly, you guys know this, Dr. Brandt's Pore No Mores. I only have deluxe size samples that you guys, some of you, have so graciously sent me because I'll never be able to afford to buy this myself. But I love this. This is like the best pore filler ever. Alright, eyeliners. I don't have that many because I just don't have that many high-end ones. I don't think that there's too much of a difference between high-end and drugstore when it comes to eyeliners. But a couple of my favorites are the Urban Decay, and this is their 24/7 Glide-On pencils. This will be my last kind of recommendation for high-end. I mean, they are really good, but they're super expensive and they don't last that long. But I do like the pigmentation on them. And then there is Buxom. This is so dark. Like, if you want a black ass eyeliner, Buxom will do that for you, but it does kind of smudge off. It doesn't stay where it's supposed to go. But if you set it with an eyeshadow powder, you're good to go. And this is black as black. And then lastly, there is Mally. Mally is not really talked about enough. Their eyeliners are amazing. I have a few of them and I love them. They stay put, they're pigmented, they don't smudge, they don't end up in the corner of my eyes. I really, really like them, but they are kind of expensive. Liquid liner wise, I love, and I haven't even talked to you guys about this yet and I hauled it, but I can't wait to show you. This is the Jouer Kitten Liner. Oh my goodness. This is a felt tip liner, and I told you guys before I do not like felt tip liners. This one, I love. Like, this is literally, out of drugstore and high-end, the only felt tip eyeliner for liquid eyeliner that I actually use and love. This is bomb. And then I just like the Sephora glitter ones. Really, for liquid ones, I'm very particular. I use my e.l.f. Precision eyeliner, so I never venture out when it comes to liquid eyeliners. But if I want some glitter on the holidays, the Sephora glitter eyeliners, or the NYX ones, but we're talking high-end here, but the Sephora ones are really, really good. And I definitely have to mention the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Powder. I've never bought the full size. I always use the deluxe size samples that I get sent because I've never used one of them up. I had one I had to throw away. I hadn't even hit pan on because it was starting to break me out on the sides where I contoured my face because it was too old. So I had to open up another one. But I just used the deluxe size samples. You don't have to buy the full size, but I can't live without the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It's the best contour powder I've ever used. Now let's talk lippies. Oh! I have so many high-end lipsticks, but what I want to recommend is the ones that are worth the price, because you can get so many cheaper lipsticks. Drugstore lipsticks are really, really good. So if you want to go high end, these are the ones that I would definitely spend the money on myself. And that first being MAC. You cannot go wrong with MAC lipsticks. I love them. I would spend the $16 on them. They are amazing formulas. They're just worth purchasing. And then there is Bite Beauty. Not a lot of people talk about Bite Beauty lipsticks, but these blew my mind. When I was in New York City, I wanted to go to the Bite Beauty lab and make my own. I didn't get to do that, and I was super bummed. But their lipsticks are amazing. Not enough people are talking about them. Definitely get a sample size or test them out in store if you can, and you'll see what I mean. Then there is the NARS ones. I don't have the actual NARS lipsticks, but I've heard they are amazing. I only have the lip pencils, matte and not matte, and I love these. I would highly recommend these, but I did hear that they're like so crazy overly priced, but I get mine on All Cosmetic Wholesale for a discount. Then there is Temp 2, which you guys just recently heard about. These are $24 a piece, more expensive than anything I own lipstick-wise, and I'm still going to get more. Maybe one, maybe one a year. That's all I can really afford. But I have to have more of those lipsticks. I just have to have a more pinky everyday color. That is the best formula lipstick I've ever used. And then there is Caitlin liquid lipsticks, or Kaylin. There's no T in it. Kaylin. These are amazing. I think they're like $19 a piece, maybe $18. I'm not sure. I get these on All Cosmetic as well. These are the best liquid lipsticks I've ever used. I absolutely love these. Highly recommend them. And then there is the Sensation. This is new to me, and I love this. Sensation Cosmetics. I think that these are about $19. Oh my gosh. They're like right up there with the Kaylin. Maybe even a little bit better than Kaylin, to be honest, because they're more lip friendly. They're more moisturizing. But wow, I already have like 3 shades that I'm getting because I like these. I like this a lot, and they are completely worth it. And they're pretty. I like the packaging. And then there is Ofra liquid lipsticks. You cannot go wrong with Ofra liquid lipsticks. I just think that Ofra is a little bit overpriced in my opinion, but if I can get their lipsticks, I do. Especially the Kathleen Light ones that she collaborates with, because they're always so pretty. And then lastly, there is the Tarte, and this is their Lip Surgence matte lip tint. I love these. This is only a little sample. I want to get more of these. This is a great formula. I love the color. I have to show you guys the color. It's so pretty, and it's so moisturizing and matte, but oh, it's so good. You guys, definitely Tarte. Definitely. So those are all of my high-end favorites that I own in my collection. These are items that I would recommend to anybody. Low budget, high-end budget, oily skin. Most of them you can use with dry skin as well, but some of them, like the foundations and stuff like that, I use just because I have oily skin. But these are things that, as someone who does not have money, and I mean, I barely ever have money to even go out and buy drugstore items. These are things that I would save up, tell you guys to get. So these are my absolute loves. I'm hoping to be able to add more to that love in the next year, but who knows. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions or want to add anything, like what I should get, things that you love that I didn't have in my collection that you think that I must have, leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm always up to hearing those. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.